Alright guys, now I've spent way too many hours than I should have done messing about trying to get as clear a possible close-up picture of Bridge Guy. And the picture that you're seeing on your screen right now is the picture that my members over on MichelleAfterDark have been mulling over. I've had maybe nearly 100 comments at this time. And my question was, is Bridge Guy Richard Allen? It's so difficult to get a picture close up of Bridge Guy that doesn't really distort. The face is blurry, there's so little of the face actually captured that whatever you do, you either risk distorting it completely and making it something that it isn't, or you end up just with the same blur but even more pixelated. So I've been faffing about with versions, but that's just about the clearest version I can get. I have got a sharper one though, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And I find that if you kind of step away and look at it from a bit of a distance, it becomes clearer. The closer you look, the worse it gets. Or maybe that's just my eyes. Okay, so this is one that's closer and sharper, but I'm not sure it helps, honestly. Do you think that one's better? Or that one? I think possibly that one. I don't know. But I've also been messing about with doing this. Just kind of like matching the nose up. And then doing this. The nose is very similar. But because you get very little of the eyes because of the hat, like the shadow of the hat, I think if you could see the eyes, it would be easier. The nose is very similar, but the eyes look like they're further apart than Richard Allen's. But again, it could simply be, try another picture, it could simply be that what you think is an eye there isn't actually an eye, it's shadow. So one of my members said, I need to see a picture of Richard looking down. Because originally I posted just this image, just this on its own. And I took that down and I replaced it with this image and this image. So this exact picture. Because this is one of Richard looking down. So again, looking at the transparent over the top. And this image is from 2018. Kathy Allen had quite a few. It looked like from the same trip, same day, same clothes wearing. Now, because it is really difficult when, the face just isn't captured, so however much you try to sharpen it, you end up, creating features that aren't there. But what I can see, that potentially is actually an eye, rather than just shadow. Can't see the eye there. The nose is the clearest feature, and that is a very similar shape to Richard's. But I think it's difficult to tell, but I think it's narrower. I think the whole face itself is longer and narrower. I think a lot of my members said that. But it could be that this was Richard from February 13th, 2017, and he actually put on weight. So it could be that he looks fuller in the face because he put on weight, like a year or more later. But the features do look more angular. But is it just what the light and the shadow does? I don't know. But then, if it isn't Richard Allen, and there is a lot of similarity, I think. But like I said, I just do think that face is more angular. But then, who could it be? Alright, is it Elvis Fields? Doesn't look like him. Certainly not Patrick Westphal. I think he's too big of a guy. Brad Holder, January 21st, 2017. So this is like less than a month before the murders. So Brad had a big beard both before and after February 13th, 2017. And I think he's too bulky. I don't exactly know how big in height Brad is. But Patrick's like 6'4", 6'5". So what would he be? 5'10", 5'11" maybe. But it doesn't look like he's got a big beard. He's got a beard very similar to Richard's. The colouring's the same. I don't know. Or am I just seeing things? I'm definitely seeing a tash. I'm definitely seeing a small beard. But again, I think if this is Richard Allen, I think he's put on weight. I just think, I don't know. Possibly looks younger. A younger guy. But if it's not Richard Allen, and it's not the Odinist that we've got pictures of, who is it? Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.